Maria Corina Bertulfo, also known as Mommy MK, is the CEO and founder of FHMOMs Inc. She is a finalist in the finest startup competition in the Philippines, the Final Pitch Season 4, and a cohort of AIM, Dado Banatao, ESIP, Ashoka, and Facebook Accelerator program. She's also a business and career trainer, speaker, and ambassadress of Canva and onlinejobs.ph. Most importantly, she's the CEO and founder of Filipina Home-Based Moms, the first and biggest freelancing group for Pinoy moms with 330,000 members nationwide. Mommy MK is passionate about helping stay-at-home corporate and overseas moms thrive in their chosen career, either as an entrepreneur or freelancer, so that they can earn enough without leaving their family. She is the woman with a strong advocacy to change the world one mom at a time. Welcome to the summit, Mommy MK Bertulfo.
Hi, thank you so much for the great introduction.
So, please tell us more about FH Moms.
FHMOM started back in 2017 as a Facebook group. So the reason why I created this community is because I shifted from the corporate to freelancing when I was a first-time mom, and I struggled a lot in terms of the travel time, the office politics, and I was pressured by my responsibilities as a mom. My son was just 2 years old at the time. So when I was able to help a mommy friend of mine, that was that time that I realized that I can also help moms like me to be able to earn money while taking care of their family. So what I did, I invited my friends, my office mates, and then surprisingly, I saw that there's a lot of moms who's joining our community. And then after 6 months of engagement, I invited them to join me in our first meetup. And then a lot of the members from different provinces joined, and then almost every week after that day I went to different places, mostly remote areas from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, just to teach these moms. So that was the time that I realized my passion for helping, my passion for teaching. I started teaching them with the digital skills that they need. I hired 7 trainers to teach the other technical stuff that they should learn. So that was the birth of our e-learning services for our moms until we registered FH Moms as a corporation now and as a social enterprise.
What were the challenges you experienced while starting FH Moms, and how were you able to solve them?
I guess one of the major challenges that I experienced was building my own team. And in my first 2 years of growing FH Moms, it's just me who's managing the whole community. I engage with some volunteers and moderators, but some of them didn't pursue helping me with this passion project. So what I did, I hired people that will help me. It's challenge for me because I don't have managerial experience. So whatever I learned it from FH Moms. So I'm happy that I was able to, learn from the other team members in our community, because some of them that I hired are really expert with what they do.
So, as a social enterprise, what is your business model?
In FH Moms, we have 4 business models. First is e-learning, where we have free webinars, we have paid online courses. These are the mastery and short courses, which are pre-recorded and with live training with our trainers. And then next is e-commerce, where we have a computer rent-to-own program that started when the lockdown happened. So we were able to deploy computer units for these moms, and it's very helpful because they can use it not just for themselves, but also for their kids who are also in the online schooling. And then we match our community members, our graduates, to local and international companies as virtual assistants. And then people don't know that we're also working with local and international companies, big brands such as Mommy, Baby, and tech brands for advertising and market research. So basically, that's what we do in FH Moms. And then we have different CSR projects inside the community. We actually did FH Kids Bootcamp. So it's for the kids where they could learn digital skills.
So what are the types of VAs and the tasks that they do?
So there are two types of virtual assistants. First is general virtual assistant, where they can do any task that the clients will ask them to do. And then next is the specialist, or the virtual assistants who are working for clients on a very specific niche. So an example of that is social media or maybe real estate virtual assistant. So with virtual assistant, the opportunities is limitless, and they can definitely find a job that will match whatever skills that they have.
What tools are used to manage your VA?
For the tools, there's a lot. It depends upon the client what kind of tool is beneficial for him or the company. But based on my experience, since I also run my own company and I've been working with a lot of foreign clients, number one is Trello for project management, Time Doctor for time tracking. They can also use, of course, Microsoft Office and Google tools for admin work. So those are my recommended tools in order for them to manage their virtual assistants effectively. Since they will be working online, it's very important for them to maximize the use of these tools.
How much on the average does it cost to hire a VA?
To be honest, there is no standard rate in terms of hiring virtual assistants, though you can find a lot of suggestions in the internet on how you can rate the services of a virtual assistant. But it really depends upon the virtual assistant how much would be his or her services. So it's best to negotiate with them. It will also help you understand how much would be the rate if number one, you already know the budget, and then you know what are the tasks that you want them to do. It's clear to you whether you're hiring them for full-time or part-time engagement. So there's a lot of considerations, but in my case, when I started hiring my own virtual assistant, the average is 25,000 pesos or $500. That is
Per
for
month.
the full-time job.
Per month.
Right.
Okay. So if your VA will be handling sensitive info, what security measures do you have to use?
So what the client can do in order to protect his or her company is number one, let the virtual assistant sign a non-disclosure agreement. And then second, you can also maximize the use of tools such as LastPass. This is for password sharing. And then make sure during the onboarding process of your first virtual assistant, you should tell them the importance of, security of whatever data you have, so that she or he can also make sure that she will protect whatever data that the company has.
What essential skills or traits should a virtual assistant have?
I believe that soft skills and hard skills are equally important. And as for soft skills, it's good to have the leadership and communication skills, because I noticed that a lot of newbies are not confident with themselves in terms of communications, especially in English communication, and then some of them don't have experience. So it's hard for them to identify the skills that they have. So I highly recommend that when you decided to enter the freelancing industry, make sure to identify whatever skills that you have, and then be open in learning new skills, because the soft skills and hard skills are skills that can be acquired, or you can learn this through practice. So it's not always required for you to have a working experience, especially for our youth or those who are fresh graduates. it's important that you learn how to collaborate. And with a proper mindset, it's important that you're open with feedback. And then just do your best whenever you work with these clients.
So finally, for those who want to become a VA or want to hire a VA, how can they contact FHMOMs?
To all the women who's watching this webinar, I encourage you to join Filipina Home-Based Moms. You can find us in Facebook, in YouTube, in all social media channels that you can think of. And then if you're interested to hire, if you are an employer or a business owner, you can hire from us and work with our virtual assistant moms by sending us an email at hiring@fhmoms.com. And for partnerships and you wanted to do a project with us, send us an email at marketing@fhmoms.com.
Thank you so much, Mommy MK, for joining us at the virtual summit, and more power to you and FHMOMs.